redeemed as Kyo here. So we're here with episode 11 of the Bingo Book series, and today we're going to be focusing on Edo Itachi reanimation. So as always with the Bingo Book series, we're going to be talking about his jutsus, what they do, loadout order, pretty much the best way to set up your Itachi for defense, and of course the best way to take him down. Alright, so that being said, we're going to start by looking at his jutsus. First we have his ultimate, Totsuka Blade Conflagration. So as you can see at level 5, this has a 52-second cooldown. You can tell by the purple icon up here. This is an Annihilation type jutsu, and this is pretty much just going to cause a large amount of damage or a huge amount of damage for reading the text. It's going to inflict seal and damage over time. Both of those effects are going to be large, and it's also going to set up a damaging area and deal increased damage to enemies who have been dealt damage over time. This is one of those ultimates where you do want to level it up because it does get more effective as you level up. As you can see at level 1, we have a 60-second cooldown, we have a 300 CP cost, and we have 5,000 POW. But as you level up, the cooldown actually does go down. So at max level, at level 8, we have a 46-second cooldown. That CP cost is still going to be 300, but now we have almost 11,000 POW. You can see here, this is the seal icon. That's going to be last for 15 seconds because this is a large effect, and then this is the damage over time icon, and with the large effect, it's going to last for 41 seconds. So next, we have his fire style Phoenix Flower Jutsu, and so this is one of his shotguns. Like, this is pretty much the move that is going to kill you if you get hit by it, especially if you get hit with his defense down. So fire style Phoenix Flower Jutsu at level 6 has a 3-second cooldown. This is you can tell by the green icon up here, this is a release type jutsu, and this is, like I said, his shotgun. It also inflicts damage over time. That is going to be a small effect, and it deals increased damage to enemies who have been inflicted with damage over time. Yeah, like pretty much like this is the move that's going to one-shot you if you get hit by it up close. Next we have Amaterasu Summer Sun at level 6. This has a 5-second cooldown, and you can tell by the green icon up here, this is a release type jutsu. So again, like our standard Amaterasu, is going to set up some black flames on the tile. That those black flames do persist for a little bit, so if you run into them, you still will get hit by it. As always, or in the vein of Amaterasu, it does inflict a small defense debuff. This one actually does have a couple of like new stuff going for it. It does set off traps, and it also negates all stat increases. So this means if you have a character who's been buffed with regen, attack, defense, evasion, speed, cooldown, it's going to negate it. It's going to completely shut it down. So this is actually really good for fighting like fast characters or characters who are really buff heavy or who increase their own resistances. Next, we have Yatamira Lunge. At level 8, this has a 4-second cooldown. You can tell by the yellow icon up here, this is impact type jutsu. So this is also going to cause damage over time again. It starts out as a medium effect. It's also going to raise the user's defense and all their nature resistances except normal. That starts out at small, but then it goes up to medium at level 8. This also deals increased damage to enemies who have been dealt damage over time, in addition to giving Itachi some invincibility. So it doubles as a cleanse, and it doubles as an iframe. And the move itself is an iframe. So it's actually like a 2 to 3 second iframe. This is actually like one of the best defensive jutsus I think we've ever seen, as far as you get the cleanse, you get the defense buff, you get the resistance buffs. Yeah, it's really wild. It also does quite a bit of damage. Yeah, so we're going to actually look at this. It doesn't actually say how much it boosts those resistances. So I'm going to, but you can tell this is the damage over time effect that lasts for 21 seconds. And it's going to tick for 5% of your health. But if you don't know what that those resistance buffs look like, it's going to be 30%. I think I posted a video on my channel where I actually kind of buffed my resistances to about 70%. And then I used the outer mirror and I was at 100%. So that's an easy way to figure out if the resistances aren't listed. And you have good resistance gear, you can just pop on your resistance gear and, you know, pretty much add it up to 100, and then you'll kind of figure out where that resistance is at. Alright, so that being said, we're going to talk about Itachi's loadout order. So for this part of the video, we're going to pretty much be doing showcases for his loadouts. Itachi has a lot of shenanigans going on. For me, like this is the setup I like. and we'll kind of get into that. But for now, we're going to do our first two long-range examples and our two close-range examples. For this, I will be using Ashura because I'm maining Ashura currently, and he is a monster. All right, so for this one, we can have pretty much go one of two ways. He's going to start with Yada Mirror, or he's going to start with the Phoenix Flower Jutsu. Or he's just going to run into me because he doesn't know what he's doing. So there goes Phoenix Flower. Here comes Yada. So this is the... Sometimes he'll use Amaterasu. Sometimes he won't. He'll actually reset. And as you can see, when I got hit by Amaterasu, it took off all my buffs. So again, Phoenix Flower. Then we'll get Yada. I'm actually not going to let him do that now because now it's time to kill Itachi. And Itachi is like, you must not know who I am. No one kills Itachi. Okay, so that was one. We're going to go for two. Again, I didn't get to... I'm not sure if I said this or not, but Itachi has a lot of shenanigans going on with his loadout. Sometimes he'll just do the first two jutsus and then he'll reset. When I say reset, I mean he'll kind of go back and start those first two jutsus again. He doesn't always use Amaterasu. And as you can see, he doesn't always start with Phoenix Flower Jutsu. That time he started with Yada Mirror. So this is the setup I like because it is kind of unpredictable. Alright, so now we're going to do our two close range. Again, his pattern does not change at all for this. He's going to start with Phoenix Flower Jutsu or the Yada Mirror, and he's going to do both of those and then reset, or he's going to do both of those and then follow with Amaterasu. It could be, it's pretty much anyone's ballgame though. So here comes, there goes Phoenix Flower. Now as you can see, it's a pretty easy dodge. You can pretty much just run out of the range of it and you'll save. Wait, did he? No, he died. Okay, I was gonna say, like, don't get this twisted. You're dead. Alright, so again, we'll just do that one more time, and then we'll do a swap, or do a load order switch. I'm gonna remember the buff before this. So I'm gonna try running slow, so there it is, just run out. Yada Mirror, on the other hand, is not easy to dodge. So he actually got rid of my buff, so I'm gonna run around. Okay, so now, you know, we've kind of showcased that. So we're going to go into loadout order number 2. We're going to use Amaterasu in our first slot. So configuration, Amaterasu, Phoenix Flower Jutsu, and then Yada Mirror. This is our new loadout. You'll notice now, again, he will start with Phoenix Flower Jutsu or Amaterasu. You'll notice this time he doesn't really default to Yada Mirror at all. And in my opinion, Itachi not using Yada Mirror is just not taking, you know, advantage of his defensive capabilities. So you'll see he does that, and he does Amaterasu. So right here, he either might Yada or he doesn't. See, so now we have a reset. He's going to do Amaterasu or do some attacks. And I got ulted. But I'll just kind of like showcase that he doesn't always do his jutsus fall in order. He does kind of like, it's really, like I said, he has a lot of shenanigans going on. So again, we'll just do that long range example one more time, and then we'll move into our close range. So there it is. Alright, so now we'll do our close range examples. Our close range example doesn't really change at all. Again, he's either going to use Phoenix Flower Jutsu or Amaterasu and then Yada Mirror. If he doesn't use Yada Mirror, then he's going to reset. I know, this is like a lot to remember for Itachi. So there goes Amaterasu. And we could talk about his ultimate. So his ultimate is actually a really close range ultimate, and then long range ultimate. But yeah. So example number 2, and then we'll do another loadout order switch. I don't know why I keep letting him hit me with that. So this is trouble. Yep. Alright, so he got me. As you can see, like when he does do his combo, it actually flows very, very well. So I'm not talking about swapping the second and third slots for a very specific reason, because this doesn't change anything. Even if I do Amaterasu and put Yadamir in the second slot and Phoenix Flower, it doesn't really change anything. I'll showcase that really, really quick. I'll do one long range and one close range. Even for my previous loadout order number 1, it doesn't change anything. So we'll do long range and we'll do close range. So as you can see, he does that. And then he still does Amaterasu. So for this reason, I never would put Amaterasu in his first slot. Especially if you want him to Yada Mirror or use... I messed up my timing on that. So then we'll do the close range example. Again, there's not going to be any change. He's just going to, I'll just call it PFJ. No, that sounds too much like peanut butter jelly. He'll do Phoenix Flower and then he'll do Amaterasu. Or he'll, come on, don't be like, now you're reminding me of that Sasuke. So there it is. So he's in a weird order right now, so I'm just going to, which you'll see. He started with Phoenix Flower. You kind of have to take my word for it, because I don't want to, spend 10 minutes doing this. Again, messing up my timing. Okay, so now we'll do our third loadout order, and this is another one where it's kind of... Our third loadout order is Phoenix Flower Jutsu, Amaterasu, and Yada Mirror. So again, this actually doesn't change anything. Well, it does change something. But you'll see in our long range examples, he still does Phoenix Flower Jutsu, he does Amaterasu, Yada Mirror, and then reset. So there it goes. Then we'll get Amaterasu. I'm messing up my timing on those get-ups now. So I was long range 1, we'll do one more. And then we'll do a swap, because it actually does change based on if you swap it for this one. So there it goes. We get Amaterasu, and then we'll get Yada, or not. I'm giving him too much time on that. Alright, so we'll do our close range. Well, actually, we'll only do one close range, because I don't want to do like 8 examples for this. So you'll see, we get PFJ, Amaterasu. And then we'll do the swap. So our swap, you'll notice now he goes back to what looked like before. He'll do Yata Amaterasu. So he'll do. Now do Phoenix Flower Jutsu, Yada Mirror, and then Amaterasu, or he'll reset. So we'll do one long range and one close range, and then we'll start talking about his more in depth for his jutsus. So there goes that. Then we get Yada, as you can see. And you'll see, like, actually that time we had a reset. He didn't go to Amaterasu, so I'm glad that actually came up. So you'll see he actually reset again. I'm glad this actually happened. That's what I mean when I say, like, he's just very, very... I'm going to actually... It's going to make me spam him. Alright, now we got him. Oh my god, what is happening? I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, you can see, like, shenanigans. Alright, so that being said, we're going to put our gate up. And we're going to talk more in depth about his jutsus. So for this, again, like I was saying, Itachi's kit is pretty much shenanigans. So there's a couple of stuff I do have to go over. So we'll put Amaterasu, Yada, then Phoenix Flower Jutsu. Essentially, I'll wait till it loads up. Okay, so that doesn't really matter. So we're gonna bring him over here. So all of Itachi's moves are classified as range 1. So, alright, let me get quick into that. So range 1 is a non-projectile that has a set amount of distance on its attack. So, you know, Amaterasu doesn't get sent out, set distance. Phoenix Flower Jutsu doesn't get sent out, it's set distance. But the thing about range 1s are they can go through walls and they can, like, go through gates. A range 2 is a true projectile, so it's a projectile that continues until it hits a wall. And then finally we have a range 3 attack. A range 3 attack is an attack that either travels the entire map, goes up to 75% of the map, and it can go through walls and gates. So that's a range 3 attack is kind of like a combination of range 1 and range 2, where range 2 is a projectile and range 1 has a set distance. Alright, so you'll see here, all of Itachi's attacks, except for his Phoenix Flower Jutsu, can hit through walls. However, he won't do all of them. You'll notice he has Amaterasu and Yada Mirror equipped, but he's not doing either of them. Essentially, Phoenix Flower Jutsu does interrupt how he attacks through the wall. If you take off Phoenix Flower Jutsu, he'll end up using all of his jutsus through the wall. I'll just kind of showcase that really, really quickly. But it's important that, you know, he doesn't have Phoenix Flower Jutsu on. That being said, Phoenix Flower Jutsu is his shotgun. It's the strongest move in his kit. So there's, you know, that's kind of like the trade-off. You just kind of never want to put Itachi behind a wall. If and when you can help it. So we're going to quickly do this, and then we'll bring him over to our gate. So you see we got Amaterasu, and then Yada Mirror now makes an appearance. So that being said, we'll actually quickly talk about Yada Mirror and Amaterasu. So we're going to up over here towards our gate. So as I was talking about Yada Mirror, it is a range 1 attack, but it is classified as a range 1 attack, but it's actually a range 3 attack. Yada Mirror can hit you from across the map. You know, I know pretty much almost everyone plays Edo Itachi or has played Edo Itachi. It can hit you from across the map, and it's very, very hard to dodge. I want to say it's almost impossible to dodge. You have to iframe Yada Mirror. That's the only way you're going to be able to get away from it. On the other hand, Amaterasu is not that hard to dodge. But you'll see it actually kind of, again, removes all my buffs. It does get set up for a bit, and it does apply that small defense debuff with some knockdown. The range does extend through where you see that concentric circle come out. So we'll see if we can get him to cast that one more time. So that circle that comes out at the bottom, that's the range, that's how far it goes. So now we'll get him his full kit. I just really wanted to make sure everyone knew that. So he's at 145 now, so he should be here. So again, we're playing with the loadout I like, which is this. And now we'll talk about his Phoenix Flower Jutsu. So, despite being a range 1 attack, Phoenix Flower Jutsu does not go through the wall. Its distance is set to expire once it hits like a hard surface, but otherwise all of his attacks can go through the gate. So you'll see he'll do pretty much everything. Bring him over here and we'll try to get him to low health. Actually, you know, we'll just we'll get his ultimate up. So his ultimate is pretty much a range 3. He will use it through walls. Pretty much as soon as he sights you, it's on. So there it is. It does set up that damaging field. That damaging field will seal you. It is multi-hit, so as long as that field is up on the ground, you can take damage from it, and you don't actually even have to move out of the range of it. It's pretty dangerous. From mid, it's dangerous from close range to mid range to long range. Up close, it's going to hit you at least twice. I'll see if I can showcase that. We'll do that really quick. There's the drawing of the sword, there's the actual slash, and then there's the flames that get set up. So you'll see I'll just run into it and I get sealed, and then, you know, you can pretty much keep getting hit by that flame. Those flames are dangerous, they do hurt. Going quickly, again, see if we can do that draw. So you'll see, even when I did the first hit, I was sealed. The draw doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do some damage. It will seal you, and then the slash, which is the third or the second hit, and then the flames, which is the third hit. So it is multi-hit from up close, but from mid-range it's actually not multi-hit. So next time we're going to keep him behind the wall. That being said, like, it's pretty much almost impossible to dodge his Amaterasu. You can't run away from it. Like, you just can't get away from it. The only way the easiest way to get away to iframe it is from mid-range. Actually, even up close is fine, because the hits do come out pretty quickly. So you'll see he'll start it, and he will do it through the wall. And essentially, as long as I'm in mid-range, and it's actually sucking me in. But if I'm at mid-range, it's easier to survive. This time, I'll run back to the wall, and then we'll start with our character showcases, because there's not really much to... there's only 4 jutsus. So this time I'll get him to low health, and I'll just run all the way across the map, just to kind of showcase how, you know, ridiculous the range on that is. I think we got one more. I actually want to make sure. Yeah. Okay, so you should be on low health. We're going to run all the way over here. So he won't start it from this far away, but I think if I run like right here, then it's fair game. And you'll see, like, it's pretty much the whole map. You can't even run outside of its range, because when he starts it, by the time you actually are running away, you're running into the flames. So that's why it's pretty hard to run away from it. And then even if you're trying to run outside or to the side of its range, the slash hits everything between the draw and the fire. So that's why it's pretty much the only effective way to get rid of this is to iframe his ultimate. So this being said, that's pretty much his kit in a nutshell. We're going to go in our multi-character showcase. I will be starting with Ashura, but let's move our gate first. Fortress, go back to Fortress. Yeah, because we're at like 24 minutes, so that's actually not bad. That's not bad at all for me. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna save. So we're gonna start with Ashura. And we'll just pretty much we'll do Ashura, we'll do EMS, we'll do Hinata, we'll do V2, we'll do Neji, of course. We'll probably go all the way to Shikamaru. Oh, we'll probably go all the way to 7th Hokage, depending on how fast these matches are. Alright, so I already know what his thing is, so I'm just gonna. He got me that time. Alright, so that was easy enough. So now we'll go into EMS. Again, because like I already know what he's going to do, I'm pretty much just going to cut him off. Shit, I fucked up. Well, I missed the timing on my slash. Okay, so that's a loss for EMS. We'll do Hinata. Hinata's actually going to be fairly difficult because I have to like time her skills. But we'll see if I can get a one with Hinata. Yeah, so that's a game. I wasn't able to get far off. Alright, so next we'll go to V2 Sasuke. Brother versus brother. By the skin of my teeth. Alright, Neji. Sit down, take a seat. Alright, of course Neji. So we'll try V2. Should be right there. Yep. That was perfect. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I don't know how that happened. Apparently the AI sucks with his ultimate though. Alright, so we'll do Indra, we'll do Rin. I think then we're at like, we're almost at 30 minutes, so I think that'll be pretty much the end of it. Want to do a little bit more, but it's fine. Indra is just he's very controlling. We'll try Rin. And then after that, I think we'll call this a wrap. So I don't want to go over 30. That's embarrassing. Okay, so we're at 30 minutes. That's it for Bingo Book episode 11. I'll be actually trying to like, I keep saying I'm trying to run through these, and I really am. But I'm gonna start making the next one actually like right after this, and I do an attack mission video. But yeah, if you like the Bingo Book series, please drop a like, a comment, you know, and subscribe. Like, you know, this is a series that I do want to finish. I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish it, but it isn't something I'm willing to like just drop. This is kind of like the thing I do. So, you know, if you have any questions, let me know. That being said, I hope everyone is staying safe. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Demon Eyes Kyo out. Peace.